And welcome back. In this video, we are going to cover putting the back on the car, which is going to go over here. So we're going to do similar to what we did for the front piece here. We are going to double click front one and sketch on the side here. And do something a little different here. I'm going to throw a point down, just another way to do things. But if I dimension between this, call this notch times 2. Now we can put our rectangle in, just a different way to do it. And we can extrude that, again, as a cut through all. Pattern it up. Notch times 2. And our quantity should be, let's go 7. That looks good. And notice again, it's on the back side or in the back view on this other side. And so now, if we take our right piece here and we place another one, actually, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go to my folder on my desktop, if I can find it, RAM car. And I'm going to take this right side, I'm going to copy and paste it. And the reason I did this is I do not like using programs as file managers. I find that it's much better to do it in Explorer. The reason being is because you get excited, you're working on something, you're on a roll, and all of a sudden you realize that you're making changes to the original, not the copy, because you didn't do a save as. So kind of important that we make sure that we use a different program to avoid that possibility. Can you do it in Inventor? Sure. Do I recommend it? I don't. So now if we put this piece in, we can see that it looks like it's going to work, which is awesome. So we can flush these up. We can flush up our outsides. And then we can drag this up and down into its position, which looks good, except our height is wrong, which is no big deal. So let's go ahead real quick and constrain with the flush these two parts. Now we should be fully constrained. It's proven by our no symbol. So then we go inspect, analyze interference, pick everything, and OK. Perfect. No interference is detected. That's what we wanted. Awesome. So last thing we need to do is we need to change the height of this, and I believe this was 3 inches. 2 inches. So we can go into left, and we can change extrusion 1 to be 2. And notice that the sketch and the part acted differently than what we kind of thought, because there's a constraint down here. So what's going to happen when I click return is it should snap back up because it's reactivating that constraint. And indeed it did. So now the only thing we need to do is we can see, if you look closely to the right of my cursor, some gradation in there, and that means that we've got interference. So we need to add 1, 2, 3 instances to that cut pattern. So let's go ahead and change this pattern to 7. And I think we're going to have to go 8. Yep. And return. Okay. So now, we can see we've got a little bit of an issue here. With this project, that's going to happen. There's not really a whole lot we can do about it. I'm not going to concern myself with it. If you guys really want to sand stuff down, you can. Again, I'm not going to require that you do that. That will not count against you as far as your aesthetics go. So last thing is, let's just do another real quick interference check. It's good to do that every time we make major changes. We can see no interferences, so we're good to go. So in this video, we covered the left side, and we are going to cover the top top, and that will be our final piece in the next video. So thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.